What is something you are pretty sure is going to happen in 2022? I'm losing 75 pounds. It's gonna happen. I'm taking my life back. I've lost 80 and I believe in you completely. Woot. You got this, dude. Disney will announce another remake of the classic movie which will ultimately be far worse than the original, Bambi, starring Dwayne Johnson as Bambi. Watch one of these be drastically upvoted a month or two later since they came true. Politics in the US will start ramping up in the summer since it is an election year. Has it ever slowed down? The last 6 months have been slower. It will be rampant by 4th of July. I won't have to listen to whatever the frick my upstairs neighbor is doing 24/7, because I'm moving and then I'll be the upstairs neighbor doing weird shit 24/7. Maybe your neighbor are actually you from the future. Reminds me of that Neil Gaiman story about the guy going to hell and slowly turning into his own torturer. I will beat stage IV cancer, knocks on wood. I have stage 4 colon cancer, which is now in remission. Keep fighting and stay positive. You're a warrior. Hope you do, pal. Wishing you best of luck. My son lost his fight September 30th at age 13. So glad this Christmas is over. Been so hard without him. Someone will post a "why are you still up" question here. Gonna do this one every time Zone has hit 2022. People who haven't gone to the toilet yet, why are you still holding on to last year's shoot? February 22nd, 2022, 22 hours, 22 minutes, and 22 seconds will occur. It's even on a Tuesday. That day will be my niece's 2nd birthday and her parents are planning a tutu-themed party where all the guests wear tutus. Kim Jong-un is gonna die and come back to life again. Sounds like the plot of the next Kung Fury. You know what would blow my mind this year? A sudden sequel to Kung Pao. Enter the Fist. We are learning the rest of the Greek alphabet. If you lived in Florida in the past during hurricane season, you already got a beginner's course in the Greek alphabet. They'll start naming COVID-19 variants with people's names. And he is hospitalizing thousands and killing 2,000 a day in the South. CRISPR will cure something huge. At the same time, it will probably start some kind of controversy. After a grueling 12 months of hard work, George R.R. Martin will type up another 3 pages of Winds of Winter. After a grueling 12 months of hard work, George R.R. Martin will type up the title of Dream of Spring. That's the thing that gets me. None of us expect to see Winds of Winter, but if some miracle he gets it done, there's a whole other book still left. We might see Winds of Winter. We will never see Dream of Spring. Netflix will cancel a series too soon. Still pissed about the cancellation of I'm Not Okay With This. Frick, dude, that was such a cool series too. My mom being cancer-free, been on chemo for 7-8 weeks, has another 8 weeks, then surgery, then radiation. Tumor had already shrunk by 50% or so. Outlook is very good. Frick cancer. Frick cancer. Your mom kicks ass. Best wishes. Going to get some sweet photos from the James Webb Space Telescope. Winds of Winter will not be finished. At this point I would. I was 15 when Feast came out. I'm 33 now. When I was 12 and first got into the series, we had 3 books in paperback. I am now 33 and there are 5. I actually say 4, because splitting the story in 2 was not cool. It's nuts. The guy hems and haws. Following his live journal back then was infuriating. Frick the Giants, George. Frick him. If he hired someone else to finish the series, would you still want to read it? Burma will be liberated from the brutal regime and I no longer have to risk death every time I go outside. I pray for your revolution to succeed. You guys still call it Burma or Myanmar? I saw a bit of the Queen's Christmas message yesterday and suddenly she is looking gaunt, thin and greatly worn out. Obviously she's very old, as it is, but I then started looking at previous year's videos and she really appears quite ill. To me, I'm also reminded of those cases where a couple married for an extreme length of time tend to die within a short period of each other, like Bush Sr. Barbara Bush. So that's my prediction for 2022. I don't really care about the British royal family, but it will undeniably be a momentous world event when the Queen does pass. Queen Elizabeth's mother lived till 101. With those genes and modern medicine, it isn't inconceivable that she'd go on for even longer. I believe at this point she's holding on just to save us from King Charles. I always thought she'd outlive Charles, just for spite. Camilla could kick rocks and King William would rule for 50 years. Someone's going to accidentally write 2021 as the date on their homework. That won't happen to me, because I'm not in school anymore. Instead, I'll write 2021 on an important document for work. Hey, even better, I'm a teacher, so I'll check off both those boxes. Wahoo! Avatar 2 will get delayed again. The Blue People one that was supposed to come out in 2014-ish. James Cameron just needs a few more months for nipple shots. The detail on the areola is going to be so high you're going to feel like you're being poked in the eye the entire film. It's going to be a 9D. When the Blue People get a hair boner, you get one too. I'ma get my shoe together. We enjoy seeing it. Next stop, eating healthy and exercising. Football fans to increasingly disregard all the controversies around the World Cup being held in Qatar. As it edges closer, at least us Italians will remember them, as we definitely won't be qualifying for it. More Ovid, more weird weather, the beginning of 2024 election conversations. It's pretty much already happening. Oh boy, would I love to be an American for once. French here. 2022 is their elections. Send me booze and I'll send some back in 2024. Let's get drunk together. Brazilian elections here. I don't have any hope for 2022. It's going to be an even bigger shootout. 6 months from now, James Webb will be doing actual work it is meant for. Something will happen and a Redditor will comment how it's just like Black Mirror. My husband is dead. I'll go through our first New Year's Day, Valentine's Day, anniversary, and kids' birthdays without him here. I will get used to sleeping alone. I will stop having nightmares about saving him, only to wake up and find it's not true. I will see our daughter graduate high school. I will applaud and tell her how proud he is. I will have to move out of the home my kids grew up in, because my mother-in-law's name is on the deed and she freaking hates me. I will pretend to have the strength I need to make it through the year. I will try very, very hard not to kill myself, because several people still rely on me. Fellow widower, here, it does suck. It's not fair. Even breathing seems like a challenge. Every bump, every pothole you graze will knock you off course and make you want to give up. Your husband should still be with you, but it does get easier. You learn to deal with the bumps. You will laugh again. Honest, you'll get through New Year's Day, the birthdays and all the other firsts you're going to encounter. I know this, because I know lots of other widowers who have been down this road. They're still on the journey. They hit potholes, but they've learned how to cope with them. They survived the firsts, just like you will. Don't be afraid to seek help from your doctor, from mental health charities. Look out for charities that focus on supporting widows. Certainly the UK has them. They will 100% get it and understand what you're going through, because they've been there themselves. I will be cancer-free, post-chemo, and this shoot won't come back. I have a 2-year-old daughter and the thought of not being here for her is agonizing. It isn't an option. I need to be here for her. Hey there, I lost my mom at the age of 3 to cancer. Word of advice: write your daughter some letters, make videos, make future birthday cards, etc. You never know what could happen and she will appreciate your words than you could ever know. Wishing you all the best in your journey to being cancer-free. I really wanted to do this and every time I sit down I just can't get through the videos I've been trying to for her seat, so she has something, it's just very hard. On February 2nd the calendar will read February 2nd, 2022. It will be the ultimate Taco Tuesday. We cannot waste this opportunity. We have the technology. What about February 22nd, which is an actual Tuesday? Taco 2's Tuesday. I know what isn't. Spaceballs 2. The Search for More Money. I'm more partial to Spaceballs 3. The Search for Spaceballs 2. History of the World Part 2. See Hitler on Ice. I'm really hoping to finish my statistics degree. I love stats, but advanced engineering mathematics, course I'm doing at the moment, is so dry and quite a challenge. I can do it. Course you can. I'll finally become a doctor. Same. I'm pretty sure I'll make it to 1 year of sobriety. I posted this for myself. I didn't think anyone would see it. I didn't look at my phone for a while after posting until just now. The overwhelming support has absolutely brought me to tears. Thank you? It means more to me than I thought it could. This is when I think I'll look at when things get hard. Thank you? I think you will too. Me too, bud. January 11th. I don't have that far to go, but it's still there, lol. I want to speak good things into existence. COVID-19 will become very much so more manageable and/or cases will be very low. God, do I hope so. ER worker here. Please just let this end. The newly launched James Webb Telescope will discover an alien destructor fleet on its way to wipe us out. They don't want our resources. They've been monitoring our entertainment broadcasts for years and just want it to stop. You mean they want more of single female lawyer, right? The Omicrons are already here. Weed is gonna be legalized in Germany. Better get my driver's license back until then. Valve will not count to 3. I will be disappointed with 90% of humanity. Pretty sure the Queen is going to cark it. David Attenborough is close too. He's like 1 month older than the Queen. It's weird too, because I know no one else in the same job as him. And even though he's old as frick, he's still producing content and the center of that world. Whereas a lot of old people are more, they were famous 20 years ago. He's irreplaceable.